What's up? What's up? What's up, people? This is Damien,
And I'm so
and we
soon.
are the framework where we bring reason and logic to the barbershop. So we are here. We are crazy. We are ready to present. I'm getting some issues on the Facebook stream. I don't know what's going
Agreed.
on.
Yep.
You want to talk while I click on this and check and see what's going on?
Yeah. What's up? What's up? Thank you everybody for tuning in. Whether you're gonna tune in live over the next hour and change or you watch us after, we appreciate you. We are super excited because we took a week off. We apologize for that inconvenience, but I promise you it'll be worth the wait because we are going to reveal to you today on this episode of the framework the top 10 women MCs list based on our framework. That was a lot of research, a lot of listening, as we always do, and a lot of scoring to see where these talented folks fell. This started with a list of 15 that was created thanks in part to your help, the viewing audience. We got it down to 10 and we have them in order. We're going to be listening more from 10 to 1. So we are super excited about that. And bonus, when the show is done, you will be able to find this on YouTube for the replay. And you can go into the description of the show on YouTube where you will see a link to a Spotify and Tidal playlist featuring the top 10, a couple of songs from each artist who made the top 10. Denise, what's up? Thank you for joining. Glad that you could be here with us this evening. And it's just like that.
What's good, Donald? How you
Diamond,
doing?
what's up?
I hope y'all ready for this top 10 list. We are presenting the top 10 women MCs in hip hop. This should be a fun one. Um, how was this process for you? Like a quick early question. So we right before we reveal. So like, what was this like for you?
This process was quite arduous in full transparency. It's always arduous because, as we always say, we want to get it right. And so that requires a lot of time. It's not something that two busy folks such as ourselves can do in one sitting. Just to give you a sense of how long this kind of thing takes, listening to multiple projects from multiple artists, listening to features from that artist and collabs and all the different things, et cetera, researching, all the different things. So, it was arduous, but it was a lot of fun because I was reminded of just how incredible these artists that we're going to be revealing to you this evening are. So, how
Yeah.
about you?
Can we yeah, I was about to say, I feel the same. Can we tweak our questions, our early questions, and just ask some wild stuff? So like if you had to be stuck on an island with three of the 15 candidates, which nah. This is gonna go so left, but what's good, Des Does Nails? Shout out to Des Does Nails. Check her out in the Georgia area. She has some an amazing nail tech. Please look out for her stuff. Follow her on IG. Post your IG. True Words, what's good, my brother? How's it
What's
going?
up?
Um,
What's going on?
Everybody else, what's good? What's up? What's up? So in the chat, I want y'all to let us know who y'all felt was the top five, who y'all felt was the top 10, who you felt made the list. We have 15 candidates. We did the listening, we did the scoring, we did the research, and we have a final list that we're gonna review. I can reveal to you the 15 candidates right now, and then you can do what you want with that. One candidate, Missy Elliott, Little Kim, Jean Grey, Foxy Brown, Rhapsody, Left Eye, Rod Digger, The Brat, MC Light, Remy Ma, Queen Latifah, Lauren Hill, Foxy. Did I say everybody? Did I miss a name? Maybe. You let me know if I missed a
I
name.
think you said
Let me
12,
know.
but I think you said 12 of the 15. I think you might have said a name twice, but I can
I'm for sure.
I'm lined up to put all 15 in the chat if you'd like me to
Oh,
do
drop them in the chat then. That makes it even easier. Oh, I forgot Eve. I forgot Eve's in the conversation. Um,
that.
we gotta see. Number one is MC Light. Okay. What's up? What's up, producer King Virtue? If you heard the intro song, just know that producer King Virtue is the producer behind that song, and hit him up if you want some beats. He's doing a great 30 for 30 right now on IG. Check him
Oh,
out with his
he just wrapped
collabs.
that up. He just wrapped that up a few days ago. His second
Oh,
of the
nice.
year, 30 beats in 30
Mm-hmm.
days. Yeah, congratulations to you, sir, and thank you for creating an amazing intro for us. So here we go.
Nice.
That is the list on the bottom of the screen of the final 15, not in order. Just be very clear. We have not revealed the order yet, so don't get hyped and get your boxes or panties in a bunch. But these are the
Don't start
15.
arguing.
Right. Lauren Hill, Jean Grey, MC Light, Little Kim, Rhapsody, Queen Latifah, Nicki Minaj, Da Brat, Missy Elliott, Foxy Brown, Cyrock, Left Eye, Rod Digger, Eve, and Remy Ma. Again, not in any particular order.
I would say, yo, keep those names in mind. If you don't know some of these artists, check them out because they're dope. All of them are dope in their own right. All of them deserve to be in this conversation in their own way. If you don't know any of the music, check them out.
Let's leave
It's
that on the screen
7:08.
for a little bit, just in case folks come in,
I was
until
gonna
we start to
show
run off.
Donald Tillman. So he
I
has
thought,
his opinion. So here's the list. We're gonna keep the list up there for a little while, but we're about to start revealing, right? We need to get into it early. Like we can't keep them waiting.
yep,
That's what they want to see. That's what they want to hear. Um,
yep.
I could set it off. So can we do the fake drum roll? Because if I start banging on stuff, something's gonna fall. It's gonna look crazy. You're gonna be like, "What is this feedback? Why is he off the internet?" Um, what happened to the show stream? At number
Did you
10.
hear that drum roll?
I did. I did. Thank you. I appreciate you,
Okay.
sir.
All
At
right. I got
number
you.
10, 10 on the top 10 list with a total score of 57 out of a possible 70 is MC Light. Clap it up for MC Light. She made the top 10. She is number 10. Um, some of the highlights of MC Light is her impact on hip hop, her originality, her versatility, and the aesthetic. Like MC Light was always a fly girl with a lot of swag. She influenced so many women and men in hip hop because of how she came raw. Her Light is a Rock album and just that metaphor and like the way in which she could do so many different things in music. Like she could rap about like fun fun stuff, tell jokes. She could be real serious, talk about dating, relationships, talk about like heartbreak and other items, and it all came off extremely genuine. It wasn't gimmicky. It was MC Light. Like she was who she was, and that is why she is one of the greats, and she's always considered one of the greatest in hip hop and an influence across music. Any other
Right.
thoughts, comments that you want to add to that real quick?
I don't have any comments. I want to look at the chat and see what folks said. So King Virtue said, "Boo!" I don't know if that's like he's happy or thinks that she should
The
go
hate is
higher
already
or
there. The
that she
hate is
shouldn't
already
make the
there.
10. She's a better actor now, according to King Virtue. Donald talking about your list is already trash. That's age
Oh
bias.
my
I'm
God,
calling
they
him out
hate
on
it,
that.
right?
Des said, good, but if Foxy is higher, she's throwing tomatoes at us. And shout out to Sam who just joined. She's loving the comments and she's only been here for a couple of minutes. So MC
Yeah, they
Light
already
number
going
10,
in,
that's
right?
rigged. Shaking my head says True Words. It is rigged according to True Words. So, they already not in agreement.
That's all good. It's all good. I respect that. We like to hear the thoughts. This is why we have this platform and this show. It's because we want to hear what
hmm
everybody has to think. Now, when you apply a framework and you say we're absolutely wrong, I want to see what you mean and why.
Right,
Um,
right.
So on to number 9. You ready for number 9? Fake or
I'm ready.
live drum
Oh
roll
wait,
now.
I'm sorry because we did this, and let's not like
All right,
not let's
what is it?
take
What
full
let's
advantage of the
just jump
work we
into it.
did. No, I was trying to listen
Yeah.
and get my words right. So,
Got you, got you.
songs to highlight, as you see on the bottom of the screen, include but not limited to Roughneck, Poor Georgie, Paper Thin, Cold Rocker Party. Again, amongst many classic records that were either her solos or that she contributed to in a collaborative capacity. So she made the
Yeah,
top
Cold
10.
Rocker
Kudos to T
Party.
Light. Right.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm just
No,
apologies,
that was it. That was
apologies.
it. That was it.
Thank
I
you
just
for
wanted to
that,
make sure
sir.
I read the
Cold
songs
Rocker
out
Party
loud
with
so folks
Missy.
knew. Mm-hmm.
Cold Rocker Party with Missy is one of my favorite joints. That beat, that song alone. The video is fire too. All right, so we moving
Right.
on to number 9. Number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready to throw all the tomatoes and the hate, all that. Yeah. With a score of 58, 1 point difference, we got the Brat. Clap it up for the Brat. Clap it up for the Brat. Some of her memorable songs, some of her highlights is What You Like featuring Tyrese. Give It To You, Functified. That's what I'm looking for. She has a lot of classic features with Mariah Carey and other rappers. She's
Mm-hmm.
on like Ladies Night and all these, Oh, I Think They Like Me remix. She had the best verse on that song. It Listen, if you like rap, if you like lyricists, you like originality and people who are just like themselves, the Brat came out.
Mm-hmm.
She was like and I don't want to make a comparison, but she had the same kind of swag and feel as Snoop, but she was herself and she wasn't copying Snoop, which is great. She just had that, she was the Brat and she's always been that. There'll never be another Brat. There's no way to copy her because she was just original in her own right, which is great. She did
Right.
well in
Right.
almost every category. The Brat is an
Right.
amazing artist and she's written for many people. If we were talking about
Mm-hmm.
like songwriting, she might have got a 10 in that category, but that wasn't a category we brought in. But yeah, she's amazing.
Right.
Let's see where's the hate? Is there any hate? Ain't no. Oh,
Des,
oh,
Des
the
said I'll take
same
that.
the same person that was ready to throw tomatoes is calming down. I like that. I like that people are calming down. Oh, we got Missy. Oh, we got some thoughts on Missy. The Brat should be 10, maybe 11 from True Words. Welcome to Atlanta verse 2. Yes, King Virtue. That's a fire verse. She Not Better
Mm-hmm.
Than Light. Uh, let's go back and listen to them songs and listen to them verses. And I want to hear your thoughts after the fact. We may be going off emotions.
I'm mad. Des
But
took the
I'm
time
throwing
to find the
tomatoes.
tomato emojis to put them into the chat. Hilarious.
Yo, I
Oh
feel
my
like when
goodness.
we actually do the in-person show in the actual barbershops and stuff like that, we might have to wear raincoats because people are gonna be showing up with vegetables and tomatoes to throw at us. They not even gonna come to like be a part of the show. They just gonna be like, let's boo and throw stuff at them the whole time. Uh let's move on though. Y'all ready for number 8? You want to take this one,
Yes,
sir?
sir. I'm happy to
All
take
right,
this
let me
one.
get to this.
So at number 8, with a cumulative score of 59 out of a possible 70, we have Rhapsody. Give a round of applause. Give a round of applause. Give a round of applause. That's to you, Damien, because you're the only one who can actually give the round of applause out loud. Um, we did the thing again. So I'm sorry. I don't want to take Rhapsody's time away, but we did the thing where we didn't mention the songs. We saw them on the screen, but again, I just want to acknowledge them out loud because these are records. Right. So here's the thing, right? What's beautiful about what we do is whether or not you disagree, you can use the same framework and see if you score it differently, and that's fine. But what we were talking, one of the things we talk about all the time is how thankful we feel to be able to educate people who may not may know the artist but not be familiar with the catalog, and then there's people who don't know the artist at all, excuse me. And so I want to make sure that we're giving that, not just the names where they scored, but also, what the songs are. So for the Brat, just going back really quickly, some of her classes are What You Like featuring Tyrese, Give It To You, Functified. That's what I'm looking for. Functified being her first single, if I'm not mistaken. So I just, again, wanted to list that up. Going back to Rhapsody, our number 8 in the out of the top 10 women MCs. She has, so you have to be a Rhapsody fan probably to know some of these songs because you're not hearing Rhapsody on radio and so on and so forth. But some of her largest streamed and listened to songs, and most notable songs for those who know her, are Ooh Wee, Nina, and Sojourner. So fire record. Sojourner has J. Cole on it as a feature. If there's any J. Cole's fans out there, Anderson .Paak is on Ooh Wee. Nina samples Nina Simone, so she named the song after her. So, she's got the classics. She's got her classics in there. So kudos to the 59 of 70. And Rhapsody is still active. She has, at this point, 10 projects in her catalog. We mentioned that a few weeks ago when we mentioned the final 15, and still an active career. One of the hardest spitting MCs out right now, women, male or otherwise. And so I think the number 8 spot is well deserved. Do you want to go to the chat and talk and see what the people are talking about?
You wanted to give people an understanding of the 12th spot had a score of 55, the 11th spot had a score of 56, the 10th spot had a score of 57, then the Brat got a 58, Rhapsody got a 59. So in terms of the scoring, these people are 1 point away from each other. They're very close. So you got to understand, based on the framework, where they're scoring is based on these scores, not where we think they should be in terms of our personal list. But
right,
if you follow the framework, we got a lot of comments. Let me see. Let me just go to the comments. We got Rhapsody is top 5 hands down. That's from producer King Virtue. He also wants to fire us. We got to find out if he got office. Where's your office located? Let us know.
We're not on your payroll, so ooh.
I need to do research on Light again. Donald, in the chat, tell me how many albums MC Light got. Let me know. Let me see where you at. How many albums MC Light got? How many classics she got? I need to know. You need to be able to hit me in the face with all of that. All right. Oh, True Words said 9. Definitely top 5 right now, but top 5 right now may not mean top 5 of all time.
Right.
There's a difference, right? So we say top 5 right now, I wouldn't disagree with that. But if we said top 5 all time, there may be room for her to get in there. And we do believe that there is room for her to get there. That's a point or two here or there. And she moves from number 8 to number 5. We don't know.
Right.
Then we have Deaf Ears. We have Deaf Ears. Yo, the hate is real. Damn, they coming at our souls.
I love it. I'm here for all of it.
I'm here for it. That means at some point we're gonna be famous.
Right.
I would throw a chair at you right now if I could. Yo, you got physical violent threats. This is crazy. If y'all got Remy higher than Light or Brat, I'm coming to personally knock on y'all doors. Beatdowns our server. Y'all gonna break our internet service? Damn, y'all coming. They gonna kick us off the internet. That's what they plan to do. Yo, we are under attack. Look, I'm just reading word for word. What I don't know what he mean. We don't deal. The framework does not deal in speculation. We're here to just focus and we got Des Does Nails. They attack. So she gonna take the nail file and shank one of us. It's lit out here. We in trouble. She's in the top 5. Stop playing. Who's in the top 5? If you are speaking about a specific artist, please use their name.
Oh yeah,
please use their name so we know. Thank you for pointing this out in the pre-show. SoSoon pointed that out. I was like, we should let people know. If you talk about somebody specifically, say their name.
Right.
Grammy nod and joint with Queen Latifah. She wins. What does she win? Does she win a chicken dinner? I want to know. I'm curious. All right, I'm joking around too much. You ready? We're going to move on to the number 7. Please take it away, my esteemed colleague.
At number 7, also with score of 59 out of 70. And we will explain why number 7 is number 7 with a tied score with Rhapsody. However, right now, with a cumulative score of 59 out of 70 in the number 7 spot, please give a round of applause for Jean Grae.
Nice work.
To those who are new to the framework, here's what happens. We score these things from 1 to 10 with multiple attributes. In this case, we are looking at a total of seven attributes. I was right the first time that we use to score this. They are lyrics, impact, aesthetic, catalog, consistency, originality, and versatility. And so when there is a tie, the tiebreaker is who has the most tens. If they both have the same amount of tens, who has the most nines, so on and so forth. And so Rhapsody 59 had 110 out of those seven attributes, whereas Jean Grey had 210. Well deserved, because if you're familiar with Jean Grey's extensive catalog that starts from the very early 2000s all the way through till 2018, where she released the collab project, you know that one of Jean Grey's best qualities is her versatility. Jean Grey can talk about pretty much anything. She can talk about, I like to call this, and True Words, who's here in the show, he's really good at this based on what I know about his catalog, bars for bar's sake. You might not be talking about a particular conversation or topic, but like the bars, abstract rap might be another way to put it, like just showing your lyrical ability. Jean Grey's got it. The conceptual, she's got it. The romantic, she's got it. The storytelling, she's got it. Her versatility is bar none, no pun intended there, sort of pun intended. And so that is where she got her second 10, whereas Rhapsody only had 110 out of her seven attributes. And so
I want to speak on this comment. I want to bring this comment up real quick. Unfortunately, if you were to poll 100 people right now, only 6 would even know who she was a rapper and not the Marvel character. So we have this category. We have this category called impact. And impact has a distinction about your impact of your music on music, and if you've transcended music and artistry and things like that, and your influence on others. So an area where Jean Grey did not do well is on her impact as an MC. So it's important to think about that, where you may think she's great in every way, shape, or form. If you're scoring her on impact, she's not going to score as high as some other artists on the list. Like MC Lyte scored higher than her in impact, obviously. But that doesn't mean in the cumulative score that she would rank higher than Jean Grey. So hopefully this will help all the hate. Look, we must have been high. I do not smoke. I do not believe Nicole smokes. But you know, I mean, maybe that's y'all way of explaining it. Tony INC interviewed her for my senior project, high school or college. That's interesting. She's very cool and down to earth. I've actually heard that about her as well, and respect to her. And a lot of people on this list I've heard positive things about. Maybe not all of them, but but it's a good thing, and definitely someone like Jean Grey, you want to give all the respect.
And real quick, before we move on, songs, if you're not familiar with Jean Grey, there might be a few people in here who are not familiar with her. As King Virtue alluded to, here's some songs that are kind of her most notable: Haters Anthem, Threats, and Star Wars. And that's just a few. There's a lot. Again, this is a catalog that includes something over 20 projects between EPs and full-length albums.
Yeah, she got a couple hundred songs.
If you're gonna go down that rabbit hole, be ready, because this is something that spans 20 years basically. But those are some of the songs to definitely be on the lookout for if you do, just to kind of get you started. So kudos to Jean Grey. Unknown by many, unknown by folks who listen to major, like, industry stuff, like radio played stuff and radio played artists, but she is well deserving of that 59. So kudos to that number 7 spot.
All right. And moving on, in the number 6 spot, 1 point higher than both Jean Grey and Rhapsody in cumulative score, is Foxy Brown. Throw the tomatoes, boo, hate. One interesting note about Foxy is that she didn't score a perfect 10 in any category, but she didn't have any areas that were considered just weak overall. Like, oh no, she has a like a glaring weakness, which is very interesting to think about when we talked about some of the greatest. Some of her best songs is Touch Me, Tease Me, Oh Yeah, BK Anthem. She got some joint with Total. She got a bunch of collabs with Jay-Z and Bleak and Beans and some other people. She's on the what? What's the joint with LL? Uh she's on
Rock the
another
bells,
joint.
not rock the bells. Who shot you?
Husacha. She's on the Firm album. She's all over the
Mm-hmm.
place.
Yep.
Oh, so we got some we got one hell no. We got a whole health platter of items
Fruit
that's gonna be
bowl.
thrown
Right.
at us.
Right. Right.
We got a how Sway. Ask Sway if Foxy's nice with it. Then we actually got breakfast thrown at us too. It's lit. Oh, Tony INC said, of course the Firm. Oh my God. And Foxy is nice. So we actually have some people who believe that Foxy is nice, which she is. You can't deny that. Y'all from the barbershop, then y'all should cut yourself. Oh my God, we just got all the hate. Um, Nikki already proclaimed she was her biggest influence. Yeah, she did say that. Damn, we getting the poop emoji. Good Lord.
So
So did
much
we have another
fun.
comment? I wanted to add this comment from Prop. What's funny, that score, whether you're aware of it or not, does not speak to the fact that Foxy got invited to the Lyricist Lounge. That is also a fact. That is also
Hmm.
a fact. She got invited to the Lyricist now, not all of them. Um,
Hmm.
and Foxy crazy with it. So now I got this question for the audience. Is Foxy or Light better? Because y'all were mad that Light was number 10 and y'all were upset that
Oh, Prop
Foxy's number
added
six. So I want to hear.
at 14. Sorry,
Yeah,
Prop. A
she
lot
was
of
super
people.
young.
14 is when she got added to Lyricist Lounge. Thank you for that context. I was aware of that fact that she got invited, but I didn't know that it was at such a young age. So thank you for that. Prop always in here showing love from Queens, dropping gems of knowledge. We appreciate you.
We don't need to
And I'm
talk
speaking
about the
for
Burrow
myself.
stuff.
Damien might have known that. Damien might have knew
We
that.
we gonna leave the Burrow comments alone.
No, no,
But
no.
yo,
It wasn't. It
Foxy has
wasn't.
a
No, chill, chill, chill,
no. I
chill,
know, I
chill.
know, I know. Foxy has an amazing like her impact, her aesthetic, her consistency, her originality. Like she was a lyricist. If whether you
Mm-hmm.
believe it or not, her lyrics had had style. She was original in her approaches on many of her tracks. Um, the only person that people compare her to truly is Kim because they are around the same era. They were around in the same era around the same time, and they were competitive with each other. But with all that said, she's fire. Um, Go back, listen to some tracks. We have a playlist coming out later today that you could check out, and we'll put some Foxy joints on there. And if you listen to those and say they whack, please let us know. I want that smoke. Then come after we play some joints, come be like, nah, these joints is trash, and I want we can have that conversation. Moving on to number 5. Are you ready? The top five. The top
Oh, I'm
five.
so ready. I'm so ready because
We
I
got
know the audience is
the
gonna love the number 5. Did you? Oh, go ahead. Put the comment. Talk about
we got the comment.
Damon's
She isn't better than
comment
three
in
five
that late.
seven chicks. Yo, what's up, Demar? Shout out to Let's Chop It Up. I'm ready to hear all the stuff. I'm ready to hear all of the hate. We got so much hate in this chat. If you go back and listen, it look like people gonna jump us out in the street if they see us.
Right,
It's
right,
gonna be
right, right.
like remember that movie
Outside the
Anchorman?
barbershop. Oh, it's one of my favorites,
Remember
of
that
course,
movie Anchorman? They gonna be
of
hating
course.
on. They gonna be looking at us disappointed, disrespectful. Mm.
I want you, man. Yo,
What's going on? Oh, we
let's
got we
jump
got a
into the.
comment. We got a comment.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This score is giving respect to something that folks saw in Foxy early. It could be. It
It was
could
a
be
question. It
respect,
wasn't a
prop.
statement. Just to clarify.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my God, this is true words. Foxy wasn't even Foxy at all. The hate. So I think there's a
Hey,
thing to
hey,
this
hey,
like
hey,
hate.
hey.
Hey, yeah, when you finally made it, when you get really hated on, that's when you finally made it. Um, I'm loving the chat. The chat is going crazy. Oh my God, the comments are lit. I'm just glad people aren't barking on each other as they usually do. Um, that's new, right? This is the first. This might be the
I'm,
first episode
I'm,
where people aren't yelling at each other.
I'm built for all the smoke. Speaking of getting hate, this is just a shameless plug. Please make sure that you tune in to our YouTube page. We are growing rapidly. Our subscribership is growing. We are dropping probably like 2 pieces of short form content a week in addition to doing the show on a weekly basis, with the exception of last week. And the reason why I bring that up in the context of hate is because we're starting to get thumbs down. And I feel like that is a sign that people are seeing what the framework is talking about. You can agree, you can disagree, you can agree to disagree, but at the same time and at the end of the day, at least we have a framework that allows us to have the same conversation. So it is all good. I'm not losing sleep over the hate. We appreciate it. So that being said, anything you want to chime in on before we move to number 5? Because I'm excited. We're now at the top 5, and I know the people are going to go crazy when they hear number 5. Are you
Really
ready?
waiting to hear the hate. I'm here. I'm here for it just like you are. So
I'm here.
take it away. Inga got bars. Yes, she does. That is a fact.
I got all my wine and whiskey ready for the hate. So at number 5, also
So soon put the
again a
drink down.
tie.
Sorry, so soon put the drink down. That's why the listens. Oh my God, he out there. He living his best life. I am drinking water right now. I could celebrate later. Um,
You broke
Health is
the
wealth,
session
right?
that we had offline, but we're not going to talk about it right now. I
Yeah,
have
my
2
bad. I
drinks,
owe
one
you
for
a
each of
drink.
us. Nope, I
I
got two,
owe him a
one for
drink.
each of us. It's fine.
I
So look,
respect
let's
that.
jump into number 5 because we're going to give
Yes,
some
sir.
quality time to these top 5 and see what the people talk about. At number 5, in tie with Foxy at number 6 with the score of 60 out of a possible 70. We have, ooh, they ready. I know they're ready. I know they're ready.
Who do they think number 5 is? Who's number 5?
It's too late. I put it in the chat. It's
All,
Nicki Minaj.
all good. All good. All good. Clap it up for Nicki Minaj, number 5 on the top 10 list.
My laptop screen is already flooded with tomatoes, steak, eggs, bones, kiwis.
Oh my God. Can I get to the chat real quick? Hell no, I'm going to the gym. Yo, I mean, if that's that motivation for you, I respect it. I appreciate it.
Oh my God. Same thing as the 7 and 8 tie between Jean Grey and Rhapsody. Nikki is one spot ahead of Foxy because she got more tens than Foxy got. You can hate everything Nikki's ever done. You can't deny her impact. Perfect 10 right there. You can't deny her aesthetic. She has been like, she really, so there's no denying. So, okay, I want to say this, and we haven't been going in the scores, but we're at 5 now, so we can dive a little deeper and take the time to do so. I hope you'll indulge me, my esteemed co-host and amazing human, Damien. Nikki got a 6 in originality. There is no denying that she is a byproduct of Foxy and Kim. But there's also no denying that she took that and put it on steroids, basically.
Can I add to that? That's
Please
actually the
do.
lowest originality score out of
Correct.
everyone on all of the candidates. She got the lowest score in originality, which is
Correct.
something to think about.
Correct.
Everybody else got higher than a 6.
Correct.
But let's
She's the
keep
only
going.
six.
Keep going, sir.
She's the only
Mhm.
6. And that goes through to 15. Outside of top 10 up, nobody got any less than a 9 in originality. Everybody's in 10s in originality. So just keep that in mind. We are well aware that Nikki is not an original, and while we've talked about the previous people under her being more or less originals or very close to it, you know what I'm saying? So, but again, you cannot deny her an impact. You cannot deny her aesthetic. Very unique with her style she brings to the music, videos, visuals, etc., etc. And also, she got a perfect 10 in versatility. Nikki, for what it's worth, the ability to sing, the ability to rap, the ability to go patois, the ability to do pop, the ability to do like raw, like bars, hip hop. She's definitely got the versatility. So Nikki's 3 10s beat Foxy's no 10s, but they still scored the same, which is 60. But that is why Nicki is on the
Takes the
top five
tops.
spot
Right.
over Foxy at number
Exactly.
6. Did you want
So
to
I
add
wanted
to
to
that?
just pull up a. I just wanted to pull up a
Go to the
chat. All
chat. Go
that
to the chat.
lollipop mess she came out with. Come on, guys. Listen, we are not saying that we are fans of everything that any of these artists do. We're scoring them based on the framework and regardless of like some of the lollipop stuff that I'm not listening to. It doesn't matter
Right.
if I'm not listening to
Right.
it. If we're talking about impact, some of the biggest songs in the world, and it's not about
Right.
record sales, but it may be about influence.
Right.
After so many people have also copied her after she blew up. We have the mini Nickies now who are all trying to be the next Nicki Minaj, so that's important to think about as well.
I would like to
Um,
call them just out of fairness. Sorry, let me just quickly say I would like out of fairness, since we're talking about originality as her lowest score, I would like to say the third generation Kim and Foxy's.
right, and imagine what they're gonna score in originality if they make it to any list. It has to be lower
Right.
than Nicki, and it's not to
Right.
compare. But if we could trace your heritage like a family tree, that means so. But so look, let's get back to Nicki Minaj. Let's sing her praises. She does a lot of things really well, and it's important to acknowledge those things. And then there's some areas
Mm-hmm.
where she did not score very well. We had to
Mm-hmm.
acknowledge both. Um, are you ready to move on to the top four? Who do y'all have in your top four? I want to know who
Yes.
y'all think
Thank
would
you.
be in the top four. Y'all top
Time me
four
some
or the
time.
framework's top four? Remember, we are doing
Make sure you put it in chat.
MCs.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
oh,
Make
we,
sure you make.
put it in the
My only,
chat.
my only ask is that you differentiate, because Damien asked a really good question. Who would be in your top four slash, or who do you think we have in our top four? And by we, I mean the framework, not SoSoon and Damien. Because let me tell you something. I have to
Oh my
remind y'all all
God.
the time because there's so much hate. Damien and SoSoon's top 10 women MCs are going to be completely different.
That's a fact.
I just want to throw that out
That's a
there.
fact. And it don't even matter. Guess what? This is the list, and we did the score. If you want to be part of the framework, join, watch the show,
Right,
comment,
right.
come in. My
You feel
dialogue game is crazy. Look at that. Virtue know my
if
top five. So thank you,
if you
producer King
feeling
Virtue. I appreciate you.
if you
Oh my
feeling
God.
excited
And
about
the
the
smoke.
process, join us.
The smoke. Oh my God. Somebody said, I don't even want to say who they're referring to. You say who you're referring to. All I heard is like marrying bums. And then somebody in the rest in the chat. What's up, Larynx? Uh, Laughing at that. What about marrying for love? What about people getting married because they care and they believe in the potential? You just think people out here looking for the crusty of the crusties, and they like, yo, that's what I'm gonna rock with. All I want is pie crust in my life for the rest of my life, no filling. Like, no, man, they are vicious. Who's number
I
one?
love it.
True words. Queen is number one. Queen B? I don't know what Queen you talking about. All right, let's go. You ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready. I don't know if the chat's ready. Oh, they ready to throw more stuff at us. At number four, with a cumulative score of 61, which is literally 1 point higher than the last two, 2 point higher than the two before that. The scores are so close that it's anybody's race. But
Right.
with a score of 61, we have Miss Lauryn Hill. Clap it up for Miss Lauryn.
Slow clap, but not in any sarcastic form of it, just to be clear.
Lauryn Hill, some notable songs: "Doo Wop," "That Thing," "Ready or Not," "Lost Ones." Remember, we're rating her as an MC and not an artist
Right.
because she
Yep.
has. If we talked about the R&B and all the other stuff that she's done, that solidifies her in a completely different way. Um,
Right.
she scored tens in areas like impact, originality, and versatility, things that we can't
Mm-hmm.
take away. You cannot take it away from her. Out of anybody on the top 10, she got the lowest score in any category, lower than Nicki Minaj in originality. She got a 5 in consistency, which is like,
Inconsistency.
ugh. which is really bad. We do know Lauryn Hill is not the most consistent artist ever. We know
Right.
that there's been lapses in music and things like that, and it could be for personal reasons. It could be so many reasons. We're not here to speculate. But her consistency was lacking. But what you cannot say is when she comes out, her lyrics, her aesthetic, her impact, her originality, her versatility is through the roof. She is uh, one of the most talented artists in hip hop history. And she ranks
For
at
sure.
number 4.
Word.
I see in the chat. Um, what was it? Ooh la la la
I just wanted
versus
to, if I
like.
want,
Go ahead, go ahead. Just
no, go
just just
ahead. I'm
say
sorry.
it.
No, no, no. Why? No, 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 no. Like, under the chat, because they're here talking with us, talking shop, pun intended, and then I'll say my comment. My apologies. That was just so rude.
No, no. If you got something to say, don't worry about it. Just come in. We haven't. This is the barbershop, right? Just say what you say. Queen Latifah won. Who's left? Ooh la la la. As she should have gotten. Yes. So is that a reference to the 5 inconsistency? Because I think that's what it is. Shout out to Loretta's only. Don't worry about it. You never late. You always on time with us. We here
Right.
just talking about the list. We are gonna recap. All right. You know what we should do? We should probably just
I already
recap
got it
10
queued
through
up. I got it queued up. I got it queued up.
10 through 4. Uh,
Yep.
she gets the Sade pass. There is no such thing. We look, we do not do certain forms of slander. Shout out to Anita Baker. There is no Anita Baker on the framework. No Anita Baker slander on the framework. There is no Sade slander on the framework. There's no
Correct.
Andre
Correct.
3000 slander on the
Correct. There's some
framework.
people that are just untouchable.
Some
Sorry to
people
say,
just,
but
we do not
some people
slander
are just
them on the
untouchable.
show. True
So let
Words
me.
had Lauren at 3.
Okay.
Interesting.
No,
I would
not
love to
far off.
know why. Loretta's only
So
got Eve. Just got finished done with a workout. All right, wait. I gotta talk to this. I gotta talk to this one comment. I asked how many albums do MC Light have, and Miss Hill has. They both got one album. They both got one album. That's interesting. But Lauryn Hill has been on 3 albums because she was a member of the Fugees. Also, we don't want to compare those one albums, do we? We don't want to compare the Miseducation to Light as a Rock.
no, what are you
We don't
talking
want
about?
to do
MC
that.
Light has more than one album. Bye.
Right. But, you know, that one Lauryn Hill album, oh wow, we getting yelled at in another language. Oh my gosh. We out here. We famous now. We international. Lauryn Hill is the best to me. I just wish she would stayed making music longer. She took a super long hiatus. Loretta's only, I agree. Um, I think we all agree. Consistency has not been her thing, but when she comes, she's far better than most. I agree, Larynx Jules. Check out our YouTube video. We did a review of the
Thank you.
Nas Nobody reaction. Well, we did a reaction to the song Nas Nobody.
Right.
I'm all messing it up with Lauryn Hill, and it was a great conversation, and we had some great comments. It's one of our most popular videos.
All right, we're back. Oh, excuse me. Or at least I'm back. Sorry, I'm like sneezing. We both got kicked out of the thing, but we are here. Just really quickly, throw an emoji or something in the chat to let us know that you are here and that you can hear us. Oh, there goes Damien.
Hello, can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me, sir? Did the hackers come? They came for me like that? Dang.
I can hear you. I was only in 5 seconds before you were, or joined back 5 seconds before you were. Uh, King, King Virtual. YouTube was so mad at your list they booed you.
I respect it. I
That was
respect it.
funny. That was
I
funny.
respect
Everybody,
it.
some people get a good joke in once every decade or so. So that was your joke for the decade. So
Wow,
kudos, sir. Kudos.
the clapback is real too.
Woo!
Larry June, beyond talented, and she has mad kids, so her inconsistency definitely has a pass in my eyes. She paused for them. Yeah, I believe that to be true for Lauren Hill. But I always say
So,
we don't get into the speculation.
right, right. So listen. I've been wanting. Go ahead, talk about that comment you just put up, and then I want to like chime in on Lauren a little bit, and then recap for the 10 to 4 slots that we've showed so far for folks who joined us late.
All right, so I want to, for time's sake, let's just skip to the recap because I can talk more, but yeah, skip to the recap. Say
Okay.
your words because we ran out of time. We got cut off
Right.
mid Lauren Hill,
Right.
so I
Right.
guess somebody don't like Lauren.
So look, yeah, Lauren. Look, we know as you already pointed out, the consistency on Lauren's catalog is low. Her catalog got an 8 only because of this one solo album, not including the live album, and then the two Fuji's albums, right? But other than that, she got nines and tens. To be specific, 2 9s and 3 10s. So, and they were well deserved. 9 in lyrics, you can't question her. And we're talking about her lyrics as an MC, not both as an MC and singer. Her bars are a 9 out of 10. Her impact, 10 undeniable. Her aesthetic, 9 undeniable. Like Rastafarian culture already existed in hip hop before Lauren and the Fugees, but we're certain that she took it to another level into people's exposure to it who were not previously exposed to that culture, and that was just really embedded in who she was as an artist, who she is even now as an artist. Her originality, her versatility, undeniable 10. So that's what I wanted to say for anybody who's questioning why Lauren has that top 4 spot. But it seems like the hate quieted down a little bit for this spot. So, but just in case, if you're watching after and you're not seeing this live and you're questioning it, that's where it comes down to. Moving right along. Did you go ahead? You wanted to say something real quick. Go ahead.
No, moving right along. With a
Okay, so here's
score
the recap.
of,
No,
go
oh,
ahead.
recap,
Oh,
recap, real
do the
quick,
recap.
recap.
Recap. Go
I got
ahead.
it. On deck. On deck. So from 10 to 4, for those who joined late, we have MC Light at 10. Sorry, there's no spaces. It's just, the things, the kinks. But MC Light at 10, The Brat at 9, Rhapsody at 8, Jean Grey at 7, Foxy Brown at 6, Nicki Minaj at 5, and Lauren Hill at 4. There are only 3 left. What say you, sir?
Um, can you reveal number three? I'm trying to fix some of these behind the scenes issues.
Oh, yeah, I got you. I got you. Don't even worry
This
about it.
is
I got you. So
crazy.
at number 3, I know this is part of when you're a 2-man show, but we're moving up, so it's all good. At number
Move
3,
on up.
with a score of 62 out of a possible 70, we have Little Kim. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. Boo boo. Clap it up. Boo boo. Shout out to Little Kim
So
at number 3. Go ahead. I want to say
one
many things,
point
but go ahead.
1 point higher than Lauren Hill, and also a point
Mm-hmm.
higher, 2 points higher than Nikki and Foxy. And so the list is so crazy. It went from 55 all the way to 62. It's 1 point between so many artists, which is great. To me, it
Right.
says the list is competitive. Little Kim,
Right.
we got the hater, the number one hater on the show, just straight screamed out number three. Um, We got some other comments that I'm not dealing with. We just go back. Please say your piece on Little Kim, sir.
Yes, thank you. So real quick, before I say my piece, I'm not gonna put it on the screen, but Tony INC said drugs is my favorite of hers. Really quickly, only because you mentioned it, I will agree. Drugs is definitely in my top three Little Kim songs, but that's me speaking, not the framework speaking. What I want to say about Kim from the framework perspective, out of that 62, she got a 7 in lyrics, which was her lowest score. Everything else, she got 1 8, which was in her versatility. Everything else was nines and tens, mostly nines. But her impact, undeniable 10. She is the alpha of that, like, for lack of better words, pretty woman with some bars, kind of, thing that she was running with, the sex appeal, yada, yada, yada. That's more aesthetic, excuse me. But the impact, thinking about what we talked about earlier, if Nicki is the beta to Kim and Foxy's alpha, and then we know that there's a lot coming up after them, you know what I'm saying? That's the impact amongst many other things. Catalog, 9 out of 10. She had fire albums, so many singles, either from her album, Junior Mafia, who nobody, if you're not like a huge hip hop fan, you don't probably really know much about Junior Mafia. You probably didn't hear Conspiracy, their person only album, but there's 3, maybe 4 heavy singles that came off of that Kim had a heavy impact on. That's part of her catalog. Magic Stick with 50. Just so many records that she was a part of, whether or not they were on her album. The catalog cannot be denied. The consistency in the prime of her career, 9, definitely there. The originality, again, she is the alpha of that, what's the name? Of that, like, appeal, you know what I'm saying? So 9 out of 10 there. So yeah, we have Kim at the top. No, excuse me, not at the top. Excuse me, at the number 3 spot. What say you, sir? If anything that you want to add. Oh, sorry. I do want to add one other thing. Of course, songs. I've not been doing a good job of saying the songs out loud. Just 3 of the many
I think you
that we
said the
could list in
names.
her
I think you said the
catalog.
songs.
I
I
didn't
think
say
you
the
said
songs.
them.
I didn't say the songs.
Yeah.
I definitely
Okay.
didn't say them. Big Mama Thing, Light Is Up, Crush on You. Crush on You was one of the songs on Junior Mafia's album. Just throwing that up there, because folks might get it twisted and think that was on a Kim album. But nope, that was C's and Kim on, of course, Quiet Storm remix. Of course, that's what I mean when we talk about the catalog. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, talk about what the chat is saying. And you're highlighting it. Say some things about that real quick.
Yeah. At the end of the day, when you think about scoring an artist on multiple categories, and I think we should have began the show with just showing the categories. We're gonna have to implement that
As a
and put it in
recap.
the definition. Yeah, no, I
Right.
mean, yeah, recapping before we reveal these lists and do these scores.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
there are areas. So Lauren Hill, she's 1 point less than Little Kim, but Lauren Hill has the lowest consistency score from anyone in the top 10. And that,
Mm-hmm.
when you start thinking about scoring in these areas and you think about a 1 point margin, those glaring areas where somebody is not doing well, if you scored them, that's
Mm-hmm.
how people move up and down when the scores are so close. And it's important to think about that. And they just
Right.
having fun in the chat. So y'all enjoy yourself. We moving on. There are 2 left in this top 10 list. I
Who
want
do
to
y'all think
know
are
who
taking
y'all
those
think
spots?
it is. And
Sorry. I was so
who do you
excited.
have
I
as number
talked over you.
1? Who you have as number 2? Don't worry about it. We having fun here. This is what the barbershop is. We just yelling, having fun.
Right.
I'm about to start turning up because it's the last 5 minutes. You know I turn up late in the game. Um,
You cut me, Darren. Sorry. I was just in barbershop mindset. My barber of like over 2 decades name is actually Darren, but he's never cut me like that. I was just trying to get in the zone.
we got we got Virtue dropping a bunch of songs in the chat. Thank you for that, sir. It's important. We need this. Donald is saying, "Here comes the bull." Um, True Words have
I
Ciroc number 2. So I got a question for True Words. What would you score Ciroc on her impact, her ability, and her the influence of her music on music and to transcend just hip hop and have worldwide global songs and things like this? I'm kind of pissed because Eve is not on this damn list and Foxy Brown made the damn list. What the hell? That's very interesting. We gave Eve a listen. We gave Eve a listen.
A
All right.
thorough listen.
So
A
on
thorough
to number
listen.
two. On to number two. We answered that
With
question.
with a cumulative score of 64
The
out
first
of a
2 point
possible 70.
difference. The first
Right.
separation.
Again, with a cumulative score of 64 out of a possible 70. Wow, I look crazy without glasses. We have at the number 2 spot, clap it up for Missy, Misdemeanor, Ellie, Boo Boo. Ow! Get your freak on,
Why you
work
keep
it, the
saying boo?
rain. We could go on and 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 on about the songs that she has created. And we're not even talking about the songs she's written, the songs that she's created. As an MC, let's be clear, because I'm going to just jump right in if you will indulge me for 30, maybe 45 seconds, Damien. Her lowest score was her lyrics at a 7. So Missy is I'm looking at the list. I don't see the list. Damien and I only two have access to the actual list with all the scores. No artist got lower than a 7 in lyrics, but Missy is one of those artists who got a 7 in lyrics. But everything else, she got 4 10s: impact, aesthetic, originality, versatility. Don't at me talking about she deserves anything less than a 10 in those areas. She got a 9 in catalog as an MC, and she got an 8 in consistency, again, as an MC. Other than that, she is only 6 points away from having a perfect 70. What are we even talking about? Don't at me.
Yeah.
I'm willing to entertain the hate, but I'm not willing to entertain the hate. What
I
say you,
feel you.
sir?
So impact, Missy's impact as an MC, as an artist, there's no denying it. Her aesthetic, all the things she brought to hip hop as an artist, the way people were moving in their videos after seeing Missy's In the Rain video changed. Literally. It's wow.
Talk to
Like
him.
before
Talk to
Missy,
him.
after Missy. Even if you think about the
Right.
song she did with Total, I started watching Cisco and DMX video, and I'm like, why does he look like he's moving like Missy in the video? Yo, it's crazy. Her originality is undeniable. Her versatility is undeniable. Like you cannot give her lower than a 10 in these areas.
Right.
Missy as an MC is nice. We know she dead nice. But we also know that she was not trying to be the barsman or the barswoman that all the other artists was. She was writing all different types of songs with different types of subject matters, talking about relationships, talking about dating, talking about all that stuff. And she's definitely put on. And we know that she can rap. So if she was trying to be like the top lyricist, she would also be up there as well. But that's never been. And I would say if we were going to uh, critique her in any area, that would be it. Um,
Right.
she is most certainly amazing, and with that, we have to definitely mention some music. Get your freak on, work it, the rain. But she has Sock It To Me. You know, she has so many songs, Ladies Night, Remix, all these other joints with all these people. Gina Thompson, all them songs that she was all over with Total and everybody is fire. She was the joint she did with Timbaland, um, Love to Love You. That joint is fire. Oh, it's listen. Uh,
Hit the chat. Hit the chat. They going stupid in the chat. And I mean that sort of in a
it's
disrespectful way, but I just mean that more of in a hip hop way. Like they going wild
oh,
in the chat. Maybe that's a better word.
oh my God. Yeah, I got a lot of wow. Um, wait
Yup.
until I
They
see you
doing it.
guys on. Okay, number two. Oh, I think producer King Virtue is just out here. He just trolling. We don't have time for the trolling. We have a lot of Eve comments. We'll let y'all know where Eve is later. She might be number one. Number two, Bad Baby. Okay. I don't even
That
know
was a
who.
troll.
I've never seen these people look. Yeah, yeah. Just like I said. Dead, you said. Oh, okay, got it. King Virtue's out here just trolling. So the people just talking about
Doing
King
what he does
Virtue.
best. Doing what he does best.
They saying I'm gonna get the Bart Simpson beat down. Oh my God! If y'all remember
Wow.
that Bart Simpson boxing episode where he was playing against Homer, that episode is hilarious. Missy
Wow.
doesn't have bars. She's a great artist. I can't completely agree with that, but she is a great artist, and I've heard some bars from Missy. But what he said, Denise, she's earned that, and I believe she has. If you ask me my opinion, but this is the framework. Missy is the most entertaining. I might have to agree. Her entertainment factor is through the roof. By far, she's
That
amazing.
factored into aesthetic, just so folks know.
Yeah, entertainment does factor into aesthetic. That's like saying Skateboard P is a rapper. I think you're being disrespectful to Missy, but okay. Um, as Sam, I wish she was even on the list. Who? I guess who's that referring to? I have no idea who
Damn,
that's referring to.
you gonna let them talk to you like that? No, I'm joking.
I don't know. I don't know. So we are at the final point. I'm gonna review the top 10 and their scores really quick before we say number one. In the 10 slot, we had MC Light with a cumulative score of 57. Number 9, The Brat with a cumulative score of 58. Number 8, Rhapsody with a cumulative score of 59. Also, number 7 with the same cumulative score of 59 is Jean Grey, who scored more 10, so she earns a higher spot on the list. Foxy Brown with a cumulative score of 60. Nicki Minaj with the same cumulative score of 60, but more 10, so she scored higher on the list at number 5. Number 4 is Lauryn Hill with a score of 61. Number 3 is Little Kim with a score of 62. 64 for Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. And the number 1 slot goes to with
Sorry, real
a
quick before you
cumulative
go number
score.
one. But
All right,
wait, sorry.
just
Before
say
you
it.
go
Just
number
say
one,
it. Just say it. We got
I just
time. Just
wanted to
say it.
put in the
Just say it.
chat the names that you named from 10 to
Gotcha.
2. That being said,
Gotcha.
number one with a cumulative score of 66 out of a possible 70. It is Queen Latifah. Please give a huge round of applause. True Words is sitting on his throne somewhere, super excited because he called it.
He did. I think he did.
Unity, just another day. Ladies first. Latifah's had it up to here. The living single theme song, for God's sake. Don't at me.
I
I've given y'all time for the hate. That's fine. You don't want to put
I like
the
this
framework.
energy you coming with now. Now I'm a turn
You
up.
don't
See, you brought
you
energy.
don't
Now
want to
I
put
got energy. I got
you
time
don't
now
want to
because
put
we
the
finished the
framework to it.
list.
You don't want to put the framework to it, and you just want to go off of your personal taste. That's fine. Don't at me with number one. Queen Latifah got a classic theme song for a television show that's been beaten by so many shows. Don't at me. Listen to the catalog and sit here and tell me that Queen Latifah is not number one. I'm not here for it.
Listen, I like this energy. So lyrically, Queen Latifah scored a 9. Listen to the bars. She could spit so many different subject matters, topics. When you look at her words on the page, you are not disappointed at all. She's nice with it. Impact, undeniable. Please don't debate that. Aesthetic, undeniable. Please don't debate this. She exuded a certain type of respect, a certain type of queendom that the people thought her name was Queen Latifah for real. She embodied that moniker better than I would say any other artist ever, except for maybe Milli Vanilli, because if you think about what is a Milli Vanilli, it's made up, which was they were. But anyway, that's a whole separate conversation. All right. Catalog was an 8, which is a legendary. That was the lowest score she had because she wasn't known for like the string of classics like a Missy or a Little Kim or potentially Nicki Minaj and other people, but she has hits and she has transcended hip hop songs and classics and things like that. We just know that when you got like 30 of those as opposed to maybe 5 to 10, you know, that's important to think about. The consistency 9. She doesn't drop whack music. She's never dropped whack verses. Originality, Queen Latifah's a 10. Versatility, she's singing, she's patois, other languages. She's doing everything from her
House
first
music,
album.
house music,
House music, yeah, of
singing,
course, that's a sign of the time. The late
stories,
80s, early
bars.
90s. Genres, yes. Dana Owens is definitely number one. Oh my God. We got agreement from like 3 or 4 people in the chat. The chat hates us more than I think anybody. If we get 15 thumbs down in any video in our life, it's gonna be from the people in the chat. They're gonna be like, nah, we don't with nothing that they saying.
Ah,
But Queen, if you think Queen was a slouch, you got to do your research. You got to go back and just listen. You don't even need to do research. Just listen. Just go to whatever streamer, hit a button, and you will get the reminder that you need. Um, and I could just imagine if she didn't step away to become to create one of the greatest TV shows, sitcoms of all time, and she was just stuck doing music. It might be scary for a couple of artists on the list because
right.
they might have had some trouble. Because she could also battle, and I don't know if you wanted that smoke either. She was from Jersey. She ran with some real real rappers. Um, so yeah, what say you, sir?
Uh, Going back there. Oh man, that I pressed enter on that. My bad. I was trying to put that up there for people. I mean, I'm gonna put it up. And not all the scores are there. I was just typing it in real time. But that's the top 10 in order from 1 to 10. I accidentally pressed enter, but the missing scores are Rhapsody. Again, this is for those who tuned in late. Rhapsody with a cumulative score of 59, The Brat with 58, and MC Light rounding out the 10 with the 57. Everything else is already up there. But yeah, like listening to Latifah, like, so one of the things that was super fascinating to me was her first album, track 3 in, was a house record, right? And it made me think about how impactful Jersey as a state has been on house music and how that impacted her in that time. Another thing that really just blew my mind was how lyrical she was at that time. Her first album came out in 1989 and she was spitting like people who were in the, I'd say like mid 90s, 93, 94, right? Like she had those kind of bars, right? You cannot deny her lyrical content. You can't deny her impact. You can't deny her aesthetic. Damien already said it. You talk about Queen Latifah. I didn't know her given name until maybe some point during the run of Living Single. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember exactly when I knew her name, but it was just it commanded so much respect. It was just Queen Latifah. That was it. You know what I'm saying? The only male rapper that I could say commanded something close to that level of respect, for me, not for the framework, would be like LL Cool J. And I found out very early on what his name was, you know what I'm saying? Because the acronym, he dropped the book pretty early in his career, peak of his career, but like, you know, there's just so many things. It's just undeniable. Queen Latifah, her abilities, her impact on the game, not just for women rappers, but period. Right? She was rapping with heavy hitters in her early career, in the prime of her career. And I'm gonna say one more quick thing. One of the funny things that came up when we were going through the list and we scored it, and Queen Latifah got the number one score. We were laughing at the idea that Queen Latifah just commanded like such a level of respect. Like I don't even know how else to frame it, but it was just really enjoyable re-listening to her catalog. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
You mentioned LL Cool J, and of course we got pink cookies in a plastic bag. Yeah, so I just want to go to the chat. So we revealed the list, right? Before we get to the chat too crazy, we do have some questions. Where does Sir Rock land? So we want to answer that question because we want to give the audience what they want. Sir Rock actually landed right outside the top 10 in the 11th slot. She actually
Right.
had a score of 56, meaning she was 1 point behind MC Light and could have moved up the list, given more time, given more exposure. She did not have a high scoring impact, so that pushed
Mm-hmm.
her down. That the list. The same with Eve. Eve actually was tied for 14th on the list. She was below Rod Digger. Um, Eve did not score well in any category. She actually was sevens and eights all the way through. Um, when listening, her lyrics became very redundant. Um, I think her lyrics, her impact and aesthetic were the areas where she did kind of the best.
Can I,
Originality was, yeah. Go ahead, speak on it. Just speak
just
on it.
really quick, I want to say something about Eve. I listened to some of her content when it first came out. I'm talking about like when I was a teen, whatever, whatever. And so this was like a thorough listen when we were like looking at where she would land in this discussion of top 15 women MCs. And I was actually really shocked because of the lack of lyrical content. It actually was not only redundant, but it got a little boring. And I'm speaking from my own perspective, not necessarily the framework or Damien, but it got a bit boring, and I was disappointed because I spent a lot of time thinking about Eve as a spitter because of who she was aligned with, because of the weight of the songs. She had definitely some heavy hitting singles, but she didn't have any high quality full length albums. There was just a lot that was missing from Eve that just didn't allow her to make the top 10. And really quick, before I transition back to you, Damien, I have loaded up the entire top 15 from 1 to 15 if you want me to put that into the chat.
Sure,
Cool.
please do. Let everybody see it. Thank you
So
for
we'll
sharing
highlight
that.
this is the entire 15. We're not going to go on scores. We're already 10 minutes over, 13 minutes over the time. But just so you can see it, I'll read it out loud, but it's on the screen. From 15 to 1, Remy Ma, Rod Digger, Left Eye, 13, Ciroc. I might be missing somebody because MC Light was definitely 10. The Brat, Rhapsody, Jean Grey, Foxy Brown, Nicki Minaj, Lauryn Hill, Little Kim, Missy Elliott at 2, and Queen Latifah at number 1. No, I wasn't missing anybody. Just my count was slow. But yeah, so that's the 15 right there in order from 1 to 15 as you're seeing it on the screen, with Queen Latifah being 1, Remy Ma being 15. A couple of notable, actually, no, let me go to the chat. I like what Prop said. I'm going to highlight that. Ciroc would fall outside of the top 10, give her some time. Here's the interesting thing about Ciroc. She has right under 20 projects in tow in her career. That's undeniable. She's been spitting since album 1. That's undeniable. She got a bunch of eight. Basically, Ciroc's score was 6 8, 1 6, and a 10. And the 10 was in lyrics. The 6 was in with Ciroc at impact. Everything else was 8 across the board. That to me is a demonstration of she's still cooking because she still has an active career. And I feel like if we redid this 5 years from now, these folks could fall into different spots. Some people might even fall out of the top 10, depending on if anybody comes in top folks. TBD. We have no way of determining that. But where it's at right now, with every person's catalog that is on this list, she fell right outside of the top 10. So, yes, I'm in agreement with you, Prop. Excuse me, the framework is in agreement with you, Prop. Damien,
So
did you
I
want
would,
to chime in?
yeah, I want to speak to this next comment. I love Left Eye, but she's not better than Rod Digger or Eve, but definitely better than Remy Ma. Oh
Talk to
Lord.
him. Talk to
So
him.
to speak to that, we're not talking about who is better or worse. We're talking about who scored higher due based on the framework. So we're not arguing who's a better rapper or who got more bars or who's the better lyricist or who's cooler or who's the most original. It is a combination of 7 different categories or areas that we're scoring them on, and then it comes to the cumulative score. So whether you do believe that Rod Digger and Eve may be better rappers than Left Eye, she probably is outscoring them in so many other areas that she scored higher. And that's the thing.
Right. I agree.
And yeah, there's a y'all lucky Left Eye never got the shine on Roughneck with Light.
Oh,
Left
that's a
Eye's
perfect
solo
record for
work.
Left Eye.
Yes, it was. Left Eye's solo work was trash. I listened to it. It wasn't. I guess that's an opinion. King Virtue, didn't you just say Bad Baby was number 2 on your list? I,
So listen, it's 8:17 again. Really quickly, I want to look at the top 15 again. Folks had a lot of opinions, but we here. Do you have thoughts, final thoughts before we start to close this out, sir? Hmm. If you can hear me now, just put a comment in the chat because I'm trying to figure out if I'm cut off or if Damien got cut off. The Wi-Fi Spectrum has all of Manhattan on lock, and because of that, we both have Spectrum, and it'd be shitty. So let me know if you can see what I'm saying in chat, and if not, then yeah,
yeah, it's
I'll
interesting.
wait a second. I'll wait a second.
Where
While I'm
was the
waiting, as I said earlier, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page if you haven't already done so. Please make sure that you look at our short form content. We've reviewed a couple of Kanye songs. We've reviewed some records off of Nas's album, Benny the Butcher. It's getting a lot of feedback and response, so make sure you do so.
Yeah, can y'all hear me? Again,
Interesting.
there's a lot of instability right now, which is going crazy. So soon you cut out as well. I'm gonna just say thank you all for tuning into the framework. Follow us, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Support the algorithm. Check out the videos that we have. Um, yeah, prop. Just letting you know, we actually have that video coming out. It's actually being edited as edited today, and it should be coming out soon. The only thing I would say to that is Three Stacks isn't on Donda, but he should have been. um, yeah, so tune in next week where you can also bring the topic and we will bring the framework. Thank you very much.